Civic. I'm dipping in my Civic, my Civic, my Civic. Okay. I'm bouncing in my Civic, my Civic, my Civic. I'm riding in my Civic, my Civic, my Civic.
Alright, so we gonna run a little bit of a test. We got it focusing over there on the wall, and then I'm just gonna walk around the camera. Boom, set my chair right there. I'm gonna sit down like this. Hello. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Ellis254, and you tune in for another one. Hopefully, I see it's still moving. It's still moving. It's still fucking moving. Yeah. See, it's still fucking. Here, let me help it out. Boom. Let me help it out. Give it some light. Boom. The main attraction, baby, right here. This is all you need to look at. You can stop moving now. Thank you. See, but you still moving. Why you still moving? I thought we had this understood. When you see my beautiful face, all that stops. Okay? See, but it's still moving. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ellis254, and as you can see, we have some technical difficulties, but we're working through them and trying to make this video the best that we can. But you, I think it's just because the depth of field is so shallow. Maybe if I bring it up a little bit, then it won't be as bad. Alright, so let's try this again. Actually, we're gonna have to bump up the ISO. Boom, boom. Cause it is kind of dark in here. So we up at like 3200 ISO right there. Boom, what's up? It's your boy Ellis254. You tune in for another one. Hopefully this one is not as moving as the other one was. Sony, I really need a camera, bro. But I can't afford it. So that's gonna have to do until the meantime. I think this is gonna work fairly well though. This is normal mode, I believe. The mode I had it on before was like face detection or something else. This one I can tell is not moving as much, and that's good. But I also widened the depth of field, so this one is not gonna show as, what's the word, as shallow. More of the background is in focus, as you can tell. So let's try it one more time. But let's back our aperture back down to 2.8. Hold on. So our settings here are shutter speed is 30, f-stop is 2, ISO is 500, bump it up to 640 just in case. Facial, it's on facial detection, AF-F. I don't really do a lot of video stuff, so I'm actually gonna have to look deeper into what exactly AF-F. Alright, so actually I wanted to try something different. Like, this was where my chair was. I felt like I was a little bit far off and I wasn't exactly centered, so we're gonna do this. I'll make sure we sitting dead on with the camera. We're gonna get up close and personal so this thing ain't gotta worry about focusing. Can you see me now? That should be focused, hopefully. That's focused. I have a good feeling that it's focused, and this is one reason why I recommend, if anybody is thinking about getting into videography, I would most definitely go with a Sony, or maybe even a Canon. I've heard Canon is better for like video and focusing and stuff like that. Nikon is not there. There is another way to do this. I could basically have a mannequin or a dummy sitting exactly where I am. mark the spot and then just step back into that spot. I know y'all seen me do that on another video. I just don't have one readily available, so I just kind of wing it as I can. And I don't really shoot up here. I'm just really tinkering with some stuff, man. Y'all said y'all like the other video like this, and I'm just trying to practice and get as efficient as possible and trying to nail down what I'm trying to do. This is also a 35 millimeter versus a 50, which I'm finna throw on her next and see if I can't get a better focusing thing going on with that. So stay tuned. I'm guessing this is it. So this right here is the Nikon 50 millimeter f1.8 G. As you can tell, it's a whole lot closer. Whole lot closer. I don't even know if I'm in the right spot right now, but I believe I am because I'm looking directly at the camera. So yeah, and I think we still at 2.82. We can drop it down even further to 1.8. Let's see what that looks like. All right, 30 frames per second, 1.8, ISO 500, we'll go 640. Nikon 50 millimeter 1.8 G lens. Sitting down in front of it. I believe because this lens is a newer lens, it actually does a little bit better job at focusing, I think. I know I can kind of still hear it, but it doesn't sound to be as prominent as it was with the other one. But it still is moving. I can hear it. And that's kind of annoying to me. Y'all might not even noticed it if I wouldn't have said nothing. But I'm just kind of a perfectionist like that. So let me try a couple different modes with this one and then we'll go from there. All right, so one more time, 30 frames per second, 1.8 ISO 640 recording. In comparison to what I've read, like I said, if y'all trying to get into this whole video and you going to buy a DSLR for video, then I would highly recommend going with Canon or Sony. Nikon's autofocus for video, how can I say this, sucks. So definitely, if you're going to use the AF-F focus on the camera, I would recommend just having a dummy or a mannequin or something in place, and focusing on that, and then moving the subject that you were using out of the way, then going back recording after that focus point is set. This constant following on Nikon is just not up to par. And I'm actually doing this on my D600. The videos I've seen have been for the D800. These are $1,500, $3,000 cameras. Reduced in price by the time you see this video, but it's just not, I mean, that's not what they were made for. Like, I mean, yes, they have video, but Nikon is not really focused as much on video as much as Canon is, and definitely not as much as Sony. So I recommend either one of those if you're going to go more video wise, or trying to use the AFF. Like I said, I mean, if you lock the focus and it doesn't move anymore, then that's fine. But as far as the camera trying to hunt and try to find a face, and that's why I say that it's not always the gear that you have. A lot of people be like, hey, what do you shoot with? Or hey, this. Like, I mean, the camera is only as smart as the person that's operating it. If it if it was smarter, then I wouldn't be sitting here making this video telling you how crappy the AFF is. So, of course, you can't be the person behind the camera focusing it and pushing the start button. But if you don't have that and you're doing these videos like one-man band, then these are some of the issues that you might run into. But yeah. But you know, majority of my videos on GoPro, and when I do the videos like this, I'll figure it out. Like I'll focus on a ball of hurricane or something. Anyway, it's your boy LSRI254. Reminder you to go with Sony or Nikon. I mean Sony or Canon if you're doing video. Or Lumix. I heard they have some good autofocusing cameras. Cameras that are built more towards video, like the D600, D800. These are cameras that are now 4 or 5 years old. So maybe the newer cameras have like a better focusing thing, but as far as D600, D800, AFF, garbage. So identify your weaknesses. In this case, it's this whack ass DSLR focusing system, and make it your strengths, which I'm going to just use manual focus and not have to worry about the breathing. So gone.